Steady as she grows, into the garden she goes. Where she'll stop, no one knows. Steady as she grows. Good morning, planty people. It's Lorinda. Welcome back to my channel, Steady as She Grows. Today, I am very excited because it's August and I have a garden tour. I'm sorry it's been a while since my last video. I've been a very busy mama. So today I'm going to show you the garden, show you what's growing, what's ready to pick, and everything that's been going on. It's been about 2 weeks since I had a video out. I think my last one was the cooking video on the eggplant parmigiana. So there's a lot happening in the garden. So I want to show you what's going on. So hang with me and we'll give you a little garden tour. Okay, first I'm going to start with these beautiful tomatoes. Look at this. This is German Johnson. Look at that one there is just starting to blush. But these tomatoes have been taking forever. We're in August and I don't have any of these tomatoes yet. Barely. That's going to be my first one right there of this variety. I have had other tomatoes. But look at it, it's getting pretty big. It's already reached the top of the cage. So I have to make sure I stake this really well, because normally these cages, you know, they do okay for tomatoes while the tomatoes are still young. But as they get really big, it kind of defeats the purpose and they don't get supported very well. So I'm just have to make sure I stake everything and tie everything up really well so it doesn't topple over or branches break. This is Mr. Stripey. Look, I got little baby tomatoes right here. I have my other Mr. Stripey I'll show you in a minute, but that one's looking really good. This is Oregon Spring. I've gotten one tomato off of this plant so far, and it kind of looks a little sick. I might have to give it another little trim, but I do see a tomato back there starting to blush, so that's kind of exciting. And my plants, this is stevia. I have another stevia there, and my coleus and some impatiens, and my succulents and cactuses, or cacti I should say. I got up really early today for you guys before the sun comes out, and I'm running a little late still, so if the sun comes out while I'm recording and it's hard to see, sorry. But look at this. Look at how beautiful. Isn't that just gorgeous? My clematis just remember, started to bloom again and kind of vine out again. So excited. I got blooms already. And look at all the buds that are going to open. I love it. So pretty. More succulents. Look at my pomegranate tree. Look at how loaded it is. It's already getting really weighted down by the weight of these pomegranates. Every day this branch is lower and lower. But I already have, I don't know if you can see up there. Let's see if I can zoom in. I don't think I can. But yeah, I can. See, look, the rodents already started to get to the pomegranates. You can see this one eaten up there. So I need to, I don't know, I think I have enough where I'm able to share, but I do see a lot of arrows on the ground, so I might need to put some traps out for the rats. And look at the garden in all its glory. So pretty. Look at these beautiful roses. Aren't those gorgeous? This climbing rose got so tall. I'm gonna have to tie it up a little closer to this trellis so it doesn't get too wild and prune it up a little bit, but that thing got pretty big. And this is my cantaloupe. trough over here that has some melons in it. Now these melons haven't been doing too good. There's a lot of leaf miner damage this year, but I do see a Kajari melon that I am so excited about. You can kind of see the little striping on it a little bit. That's a really pretty melon. Never had it before, my first time growing it, but glad that one made it. This one has a few other little babies. Like there. I do have one big one right there. This is just a regular cantaloupe, Hale's Best. But I just keep trimming off the leaf miner damage when I see it. I think that's the key to keep this plant going. Because once I did, it just like popped again. And it's getting pretty tall there up this trellis. Some flowers that I have yet to plant. Remember these? Still looking not too bad. Let's see. Look at this cherry tomato plant. Look at all the cherry tomatoes I have on this plant. Isn't this crazy? Now this plant is pretty sick. It has spider mites. So I am going to harvest all these tomatoes today and then just rip out this tomato plant because it's pretty sick with the spider mite damage. But that doesn't really affect the fruit too much, and they are delicious and sweet. And I will probably plant another tomato right here. I think I want to plant another Roma tomato because the Romas are just doing so good. This is I thought this was a black crim, but this is actually a big rainbow tomato that has gotten so tall. Kind of crazy, huh? And it has quite a few fruit on it, but like I said, it's starting to get some spider mite damage, and you can kind of tell by the way these tomatoes look and some of the leaves when they start getting like spotted a little bit like this. You can kind of tell it's spider mites, and then you can see the webs too as the spider mites progress. But look at my tomato plant. This is my Roma tomato and my Mr. Stripey tomato. Now I was waiting for this video so I can harvest my first Mr. Stripey tomato, which is right here in this bag. And these tomatoes are huge. So here we go. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my God. Look at how humongous these are. Wow. This is a huge tomato. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I am going to see if I can twist this off and harvest this bad boy. I might just have to get some clippers. I don't want to pull it off, but you can see, and I want to weigh this one too. This one is huge. So excited. Such a beautiful tomato. And some Romas. The Romas have been doing really good. I'm getting a lot of Romas from this plant. So delicious. But it does have some spider mite damage that I will have to cut off. But no biggie. I'm going to try to keep these plants going as long as I can. What else I got over here? Oh, my Malabar spinach. I bought a juicer and I've been juicing this baby. And it's been delicious, kind of going crazy. I keep trimming off the little tendrils so it doesn't get too crazy. Got to keep it on check, but it's doing pretty good. Look at my butternut squash. Look at this big baby. Should put like eyes and a happy face on it. But I do have some powdery mildew that I need to spray. I already sprayed it once or twice with a milk spray, which is like maybe a quarter milk. I think I used to do half and half, but I think you only need to do about a quarter. But I have another butternut squash down there, and I already harvested one butternut squash from this plant, so it's actually 2 plants, I believe. Now over here I planted some beans. I don't know if you remember, I had a zucchini squash in here, a striped Italian zucchini that I pulled out. And then I planted some beans here. Now beans, these are dragon tongue bush beans, and beans release nitrogen into the soil. So it's always good to plant beans when you've pulled out something that was a heavy feeder, like a zucchini plant, because it just helps replenish nutrients to the soil. Some geraniums. Let's see, what else do I got over here? Sorry, I don't want to make you dizzy. Strawberry plant, it's not really producing a whole lot, or something's getting to the berries before me. I haven't been able to pick a lot of berries from it. I do see some berries that are probably going to be turning ripe soon, maybe. Or they look kind of funky. I don't know. Really seedy. If you can see that. Really seedy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go through it. Maybe there's moths or cabbage worms in it or something. But look at these beautiful zinnias. Don't you love zinnias? They're so pretty. Hello, lovely. Love them. And this was a volunteer I just let go that volunteered to my sickly tomatillo plant that I just need to rip out. More pomegranates. Like I said, bumper crop. I'm so excited. I would be able to harvest these probably in about 3 weeks. And then I'm gonna juice the heck out of them and make jelly. I'm gonna make my own grenadine. So excited. Look at this, guys. Remember my bitter melon plant? The one that was starting to attach to the pomegranate tree? And it did. You can kind of see a pomegranate, I'm sorry, a bitter melon hanging over there in the tree. But look at these big old bitter melons. Now I have yet to try this. I harvested one already in the house, which I'm probably going to try. I heard it tastes absolutely disgusting, but hey, I grew it and it's great for diabetics, so I'm going to try it and try to find ways to cook it. And this is a rare variety. It's an Okinawa white I got from Baker Creek Seeds. So I have quite a few melons on here. They're called bitter melon or bitter gourd. Also, I have a few little ones hanging here that will get big soon. The cucumber plant that I had down there didn't really do too well. I think I might have one cucumber on it somewhere hanging in this pomegranate tree. But what else I got? This ground cherry is sick. I'm gonna have to rip that out. It got spider mites pretty bad. So I did save seeds from it, so I think I'm okay. I mostly planted this one plant just to save the seeds because I only had one seed left, and I'm glad it took. So we'll see. We'll see how those seeds turn out. I got this. What do I have here? Jalapeno. Look at all those jalapenos for salsa. Now this was a beefsteak tomato, the one I was going to grow for the fair. I harvested only 2 tomatoes off this giant plant, and then 1 tomato got taken down by a possum. And I should have harvested it because it was ready, and I was going to wait, but I shouldn't have waited because then it got taken. But I have 1 tomato on here still from this big old plant, so I really need to prune up this plant. It's kind of looking a little sick too. But now is that time of the year when all the tomato plants are starting to get a little sick. Now my hollyhocks, I had to cut them down because they were spreading seed everywhere. But I do have a couple little stragglers, but I'm glad they're still so pretty. A white one that had popped up, and this beautiful pink one, so pretty. These peppers here are looking a little sickly, but I got nowhere near as many peppers this year as I did last year. The peppers just don't seem to be doing too well. I think they got a rough start when I started them from seeds. I waited too long to plant them in the ground, and I might have stunted them a little bit. But it has given me quite a few peppers, but not as much as I would like. Next year, I think I'm just going to plant the peppers directly in the ground. So I think they'll do better. Everything that I've planted directly in the ground has done so much better than my seed starting. So that's what I'm gonna do. And the ones over there too, look about the same. They haven't gotten much bigger. A lot of yellowing leaves. So yeah. But I just planted this sunflower like about 6 weeks ago, and look, it just opened. Isn't that beautiful? Good morning. It's the first thing the sun hits in the garden. Isn't that just gorgeous? And this was not the lemon queen. This was, I think, a Velvet Queen. I thought it was supposed to be more red. I see a little red in it, but it's still beautiful nonetheless. And I have another one just below it that's about ready to open, maybe in a day or two. Really excited. My zinnias look like they're about done. I need to rip those out. I might start some other ones if it's not too late. Let's see. Oh, look what I'm gonna pick today. I'm gonna pick these apples today. I think they're ready. Yep, I think these apples are about ready. These are the Gravenstein apples, the ones that I shot in my video last time. They're so delicious. Can't wait. Some lantana. What else? Oh my goodness, you guys, the eggplant this year. The eggplant has just been crazy. I can't even keep up with it. This is just one plant. And it's loaded with so much eggplant. Good morning. It's happy to see me. Eggplant for days, people. But it's been so tasty. We've been throwing it on the grill. It's been really good. But like I said, I can't even keep up with it. I need to harvest all those eggplant today. And it just keeps producing more flowers. But look at it. Isn't that beautiful? A beautiful purple flower. I love purple. This is cucumber. I forget which variety this is. It's some sort of pickling cucumber. It might be Boston. But I just planted some more seeds I popped in the ground. That one looks a little funky right there. But this one looks good. That one just popped up the other day. So always succession plant, people. Get the most you can from the time we have. And I just popped some more delicata squash seeds over here, because out of this plant I had over here, I just have that one delicata squash that I think I'm gonna pick today, because that plant is dead. And my yellow crookneck is sick. Need to pull that out. But look at this. Look at this beautiful baby. It's gotten pretty big. And it's just now starting to bud out. You can kind of start to see the little buds forming on this plant. And there's going to be so many buds. I am so excited. I'm hoping maybe in another month or so this will be ready for harvest. Really cool. I planted some more seeds in here, another cucumber seed, and I planted a bunch of beet seeds in here. You can kind of see the beets starting. Where else? Oh, that one looked like it fell over. And this was a volunteer, because I just added a bunch of my own homemade compost into this little bin here. And this popped up. I think it's a tomatillo. I might just let it go, because I love tomatillo so much. I ripped out the other squash. There's one little straggler right here that I need to harvest, but I don't know. It doesn't look very big. But who knows? Maybe it'll be pretty tasty. I did plant some more acorn squash seedlings right there. So that'll be kind of cool. What else did I plant in the ground? I popped a Italian squash right there. That's what that is. So I'm gonna let that go. You can never have too much squash. Some of you may think otherwise, but I think you can never have too much. Longevity spinach that I have been juicing as well. It's really good. Oh, the sun just started to touch my lemons. Look at that. Good morning, lemons. Turn yellow soon, please. I have so many lemons on this tree. Really excited. Nettle, stay away. This nettle is still here. I did nothing with it but water it. I might harvest it and start juicing it too, but it needs a good washing. What else do I got over here? Another sunflower that I planted. I planted a few sunflowers. down here. Always succession plant your sunflowers so you have endless blooms during the summer. Got a zucchini squash right here that I tied up this little trellis right here. So he gave me some more babies right there. But look at all these Malabar spinach seedlings. Kind of crazy. I need to dig them up and either give them away or just chuck them because Malabar spinach goes crazy. Oh, and I have a weed right there. See it? I need to pull that and come back for that one. I don't deal with too many weeds in my garden, thank goodness. Because I pull them as I see them. That's the trick. Pull them as you see them. Cucumber plant. Look at this big old cucumber right here. Oh my God, there's another really long one right there. I need to come and harvest. But it's right here in this bed next to my berry bushes. And no berries on these bushes yet. But they're looking good. They're vining like crazy. That's a big cucumber. I'm gonna have to come back for that one. What else? These are some blueberry bushes right here that are starting to put on some growth. Another bush over here. What else? I'm looking at these Mr. Stripies over there. They're so huge. Got some peppers down here. Like I said, they're doing not very good, but there are quite a few peppers on this plant right here that I'm going to need to pick. Some echinacea that I think has some budworm damage, but it's okay. Some chives in this cherry tomato plant, and my onions. These are the Craig's Grande onions. They're putting on some growth too and starting to bulb out finally. Should have planted more. These are my compost bins. I'm going to do another video on compost coming up really soon. This strawberry tower isn't really putting on any strawberries right now. Oh, I do see a couple right here. Starting again. It had stopped for a while. And I'm going to take you over to my other plants over there real quick. These are all those the seed pods from that French breakfast radish that I had saved, and you let them dry out. And the seeds are inside this little pod here. And I had these sunflower heads over here drying, and one of my friends picked it up and dropped it, so I need to sweep up all these seeds that I saved seeds from. And actually, I've been picking them out of the flowers and nibbling on them too. They're pretty tasty, just like a sunflower. But look at this. Look at how beautiful. My string of hearts. It has got so long. It's touching the floor now. I need to give it a good little trim, but it really likes this spot. I kind of don't want to even move it back into the house. Maybe I'll just propagate it so I could put some in the house, because I do want one in my house, but it's so happy right here I don't want to move it. But look at this coleus. I finally transplanted this coleus. Oh, it's going to seed, but look at how beautiful the variegation on these leaves are. Isn't that just so pretty? And look, These are the mums that I got for Mother's Day. I watered them, trimmed them up, and they're putting on growth, and they look good. So I'll probably get some more mums maybe this fall. Some succulents that have put on a flower stalk. Don't you just love a flower stalk from a succulent? They're so pretty. These are geraniums for my garden. I just popped in a little cutting right there. I have this little succulent arrangement that I made myself in this cool little skull planter. I love this one. This is the string of pearls, I think it's called. They look like peas to me. They're so cool. So many weeds, so little time. Get it? More coleus. Look at those leaves. So pretty. You can't stand it. And this is some roses. So pretty. Look at the variegation on those leaves. Love them. Now this did have some aphids on them the other day, and you're gonna laugh, but I set them on fire. I get a lighter and I just kind of run the lighter really quick up the stem, and it kills the aphids, but you can see it took a little bud in the process. But yeah, does the trick sometimes really quick. I know it's kind of a brutal way to go, but hey, gardening is brutal. Some rosemary. Pretty. Some mint and thyme. My African mask plant. And look, I planted some more cucumber seeds in here. I have 3 seeds in here. I probably will take one out. And keep the healthiest looking 2, but they're doing really good. I also planted some more cucumber seeds in this one here. I took out the cucumber plant that was in here, and I popped in some onions. Now these onions were just from the grocery store. I bought just some green onions, and when you get down to the white, I just pop them in here and then let them regrow, and then you have more onions. So now I don't have to buy green onions. I just keep trimming them and they keep growing back. So I don't know which are the healthiest looking ones. I'm going to keep 2. Maybe that one. And I don't know, the one in the middle has a little bit of bug damage, but that one has a funky little leaf. Maybe the one in the middle. I don't know. I've been dealing with leaf miners so bad. So we'll see. This is, I believe, a market more cucumber also. And I did pop 2 pepper plants in here, and it's putting on a lot of flowers. These pepper plants look really good. And you can see, let's see if I can show you the peppers on it. See? Peppers! But look at this tomato plant. This is a pear tomato and the sun gold right here, and these have just started to turn ripe. Excuse my recycling mess. I'm going to pop one of these babies off and pop it in my mouth. Mmm. So delicious. Keep putting on flowers. And lastly, look at this beautiful succulent. This is the one with the furry leaves. And look at the flowers. Look at how pretty. Aren't those gorgeous? I don't even know the name of this plant. Oh my god, there is an ant in my phone. I don't know about you, but I have been dealing with ants everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. They're in my house. Oh my god, it's been driving me crazy. My first year ever having ants in my house. This is a portulaca. Needs to be watered, but it's doing okay. Some other little plants over here on my table. Oh, look, these are hollyhock seeds. These are the pink ones. I cut off some of the heads because they were just falling everywhere. And I mean, you can see these seeds. There's so many in here. It's kind of crazy. They were everywhere all over my garden. I'm gonna have hollyhocks popping up everywhere next spring. Well, there you have it, planty people. That's my garden in August in Zone 10B. I'm really excited I got to take you on this little tour. Like I said, it's been a while. I need to get back at shooting videos. I just been really busy. So many things going on that I'll share with you guys really soon. But thank you for watching my channel. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to get out and grow something. It's never too late to start. Thank you. Take care. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.